So what's up again, guys? Ax here, Ed from Kansas City. What's up, Junior? It's my son out here chilling, guys. It's a snow day out in Kansas City, so ice day, exactly right. So I'm going down these steps. I could potentially slip, fall, break an ankle. So, so since it's a snowy day today in Kansas City, we're not doing anything. We're not going to work. Loss of wages. So we're just here. So, got you, boy. So, might as well just come inside and make a YouTube video. Still got presents under the, I guess you can say under the tree. So, come in and make a video, right, guys? Let's get into this manner. What is up again, guys? Ax here, Air from Kansas City. We are going to be looking at this Mana thing, this new update in Launch Mobile. So let's go into a little bit of depth detail about it and see exactly what it is, what it can do, and will it be worth it? So thanks for tuning in again to the channel. Thanks for coming back. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share. Hope you enjoy it. Let's see what this is going to cost. We are going to get into some of the Mana purchases today and look at some of those things and see what will it cost. What are we using it for? So we're going to explore today. As you can see, I don't have a lot of speed ups, guys, right? So since I'm snowed in, can't go to work, that's loss of income, I'm going to be at home making a YouTube, guys, and chilling with you guys. Hope you enjoy the video and the content. Hope it makes sense to you. So one of the first things I do want to tell you, as you can see right here, you will have to go in there and do all of that combining and that merging or crafting, things like that. I'm gonna turn this volume down some. You will have to go in there, and there's a short scrimmage as well that you have to do afterwards, but you will have to go into that that mana chamber and combined and merge and craft and all that type of stuff. Those items in there, brick and crystals and all of that, to unlock the mana whatever they call it, the mana chamber. And once you do that, and unlocking it is not a problem at all, guys. Unlocking the mana chamber is no problem at all. It's very simple. It's not going to be much of an obstacle. It's not going to be much of a challenge. You'll see a lot of the items or materials you can move around in there, and you can scoot them closer to the materials you need to obtain to unlock the mana chamber. It's pretty simple. It's not pretty hard at all. So I figured I'd go ahead and, while I'm chilling, I figured I'd go ahead and do a YouTube video on it, and let's enjoy the ride, guys. So here we are. We're looking at we're gonna upgrade. So this is my first first time doing this. So I'm gonna scoop this closer here, so I don't have to go all the way over there to click on it. So we're gonna be upgrading our castle. You actually do have to upgrade your castle to level, I think it's level 5, in order to get the benefits of what this mana chamber is about. And I think the end result is, as we're going to see, the whole point of it is to get all the extra stats and the extra boosts. There's certain sorts of stats that include your military army march. There are going to be stats that are going to increase your troops' power. There will be stats to increase, like say your infirmary space. There will be stats for just about every building inside your turf, and that's what we're going to be looking at. So let's enjoy the ride. And I wish I would have started kind of like with the initial part in that manner crystal thing, you know, where you're moving around those wood and stone and all that, combining them to get the materials you need to unlock the mana chamber. I wish I had started there, but I didn't really plan to do a video. I was really kind of like experimenting, kind of just seeing what it does to unlock it. So there you have that right there. In your prison, the prison is going to give you an additional amount of days for wait time of execution, where you don't have to necessarily either wait as long, or you can hold the prisoner longer, or I don't know how that works there. But it's an additional, it's 2 days and a couple of hours execution wait time reduction. That deduction is going to be, so it's 1 day 20 hours, and then you go 2 days 2 hours, so that's like additional what, 6 hours, additional 6 hours in the prison. One of the main things we're going to notice here in just a little bit is it will I just saw a building there that I wasn't familiar with that looked kind of suspicious, guys. Looked curious. I need to look at that again. I didn't notice that. Yeah, that right there. I think that's what the mana chamber was sitting on, if I'm correct. Barrack training capacity. You get an additional 300 troops to train in your barracks. No additional stats. And we're just looking at what are the benefits, what are the increase of whatever you're going to get when you do decide to increase your building, upgrade your building to level 5 or 6. It could be level 6. I might have been tripping. And of course, that's the end result. I will say this, guys. I will say that if you have the speed ups, and as you can see right there, you will get a total of 6 levels. So you can upgrade your, and that's the infantry mana charge. So you can charge your troops 12% charge. Now I'm guessing it's the overall effect of all of your troops. So you can send T3 and it will give them a 12% boost of what they're normally, the power they normally have. Troop types can be charged in the mana chamber. I was going to read that. And it tells you, it's going to tell you the percentage of each particular level of your troop charge in there. But as I was saying, it will make, this will potentially make, or it's designed to make your troop power 12% stronger. So now, is that equivalent to having, say, an army attack of a 12% boost when it's all over? Is that the equivalent of it, guys? So if I'm sending T3, as I was saying, the new T3, the T3 with an additional 12% attack. If I'm sending that against a person who has the T3 that does not have an additional 12% army strength, would I win? Now I've unlocked level 1 on my castle. Not yet. That's what I kind of thought I did. I upgraded it one time, as we're about to see. I clicked on the wrong thing. Let me go back here. So I need to heal those out of there. So as you can see, I'm just kind of maneuvering around inside of my castle, and what I noticed was, at first I thought, okay, if you upgrade your castle one time, then that's a level. Well, unfortunately that's not. As you can see, it's that blinking highlighting right there that shows you did it once. Now you can do it the second time for 5 days. That's a total of 25 days and like 6.5, almost 7 hours. So that's 25 plus days of speed ups that will be needed, depending on a person's stats and a person's boosts and things like that. I'm guessing, I don't know if training boosts or research boosts or any of that stuff will be able to help someone in the as far as leveling up their buildings and their inside their turf. So I noticed it's not just you're not just leveling up your castle one time to level 1. You actually have to do it 5 times. You have to upgrade your castle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times for a total of over 25 days in order to reach level 1. You're also going to be using your mana ore, and you're going to be using your mana crystals to level up. So as you can see, I'm right there. I'm just looking over little scam site there, Tumu. Oh, such a scam, guys. Anyway, so as I'm looking right there, I'm looking at the mana crystals that I have, 2,380. To level up the next one costs 817. So the mana crystals are not cheap. As you can see, the level up also the mana ore costs 17k, 17.5k to level it up. Your mana ore is converted to mana crystals. So it's a lot of it's pretty straightforward. And to be honest, guys, this is a large mobile update that is really bad, because it can be done. Honestly, it can be done just as fast as you can get mana crystals and ore, which we're going to grab some of that. As you're about to see, we're going to grab some of that in just a little while here. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and level up our castle to level 1. Which I thought once you do that 5 days, that will be level 1. You do another, say 7 days, for example, then you're leveled up to level 2. Then you go to level 3, and okay, as you can see right there, there's the mana that is taken and all that. I don't have a lot of speed ups, guys, so I'm not in pocket to be really doing this. To be honest, it's like kind of like Guild Fest. I don't have a lot of speeds to be doing this. But there you can see right there, look at the mana ore and the mana crystals that is taken. 240 something mana crystals, 23k mana ores. And here we go to the last one, which took, as I just said, 240 something mana crystals. And those don't come even. So now we got our castle finally up to level 1. We have to get it up to level 5, if I'm correct, guys. So those are rewards there that you get. You get additional 15k. You get additional 15k mana ores and additional 100k mana crystals. And I think that was 15k just one time. I'm not sure. So that's level 1. And the point that I'm going to look at here, now I'm looking, okay, this is going to require mana ore, mana crystals. So this is kind of like when IGG came out with the Lunite, things like that, where now people are going to be looking for Lunite to upgrade to their T5s or to make T5s. So a lot of fancy footwork, a lot of IGG really put a lot of steps into this, you know, because even in research in the academy, they come out with a new tree specifically for mana and things like that does carry in themselves even more stats and boosts and attributes and things like that. That's going to be useful. So here we are again, and as I said, I don't really have a lot of speeds. So the thing I don't like about this new update, guys, is the simple fact that if it's really a pay to play. It's really pay to play update. And we're gonna grab some. We're gonna pay a few, but as you can see, there's the amount of ore that I have. You guys will notice in the last video that I went and got some mana ore, just for the sake of getting it, as I said in the last video, because I felt like at some point I will have to use it. Did I know how much, and do I know how much it actually will cost, or how much mana you will actually need to actually reach all of your castles to level 5? That's tough. Now, for players who have not even maxed out all of their castles to level 25, that's going to be a whole nother task for them to do. So as I was saying, I'll turn it down a little more. I actually wanted some stuff in the background. I said when I started making videos, I really did. Sucks I didn't get it going, but I guess I can't have this mic on and that mic on this particular. I wanted to play some scriptures in the background, guys, but okay. But anyway, there's the troop thing there to level 6. So I guess you might can get your troops to level 6. I guess you can go to 6 levels there. So I don't like the update because it's really a pay to play. So you got certain players who have, like, literally, guys, thousands and thousands of days of speed ups. And if IGG is putting out mana packs, as you can see right there on the top mid of my screen, there's a mana pack there. As you can see right here, the as I'm refining, kind of like crafting or merging these raw materials down here, your stone and your wood and your ore and your food and your gold. You're kind of like making mana crystal, and it's not a lot at a time. Like you said, 1369, it was giving me like 1 mana crystal per refinement. And as it said right there, you're supposed to get a random quantity of mana crystals will be produced during each refinement process, but it's not a lot, is what I'm saying. So when you basically refine a mana ore one time, you really aren't getting but like one that I could tell, maybe 2 mana crystals at a time. So I got 1369 now, and so you're not getting, when you're doing the refinement, you're not getting a lot of mana crystals when you do the refine the mana ore. Now your mana ore is daily accumulating. It is growing every day, which is an insignificant amount. And there's probably something you can do in your academy or in some sort of way to kind of like speed up, you know, the mana or the mana ore daily, you know, increase. So right here, as we look at the mana steel, as we look at that, there's things you'll have to upgrade in this tree here to kind of like just lunite harvesting to. So there's quite a few things you have to do. There's the beginning of the mana awakening research tree there. We'll do a few of those as well. And you really do have to go like halfway down just to actually get to the mana steel. Mana steel sounds like mana steel, right? Like Superman, man of steel. So we can do a couple of these, as you can see, as I'm doing some of the research. As I am doing the research, you can use your technolobe to do that, which is good. That's another reason why people who are no longer expediting and speeding up their technolobe, in there, you know, the one where you pay like I think $10, and then you also pay 100,000 gems to get all your technolobes. But that's another. This is another reason why they are now able to utilize that again. If you weren't doing it every month. Now you're using in these upgrade here. You're going to be using mana ore. You're going to be using tome books to do this research, guys. So what I see as being costly is in doing anything that is associated with the new update. You're going to be using mana ore, and on some of them you're going to be using mana crystals, such as when you do your buildings. So overall, this update is going to require a lot of mana ore, a lot of mana crystal. So, as well as speed ups, a lot of speed ups. It's going to also affect more tomes, more books. So if you have not finished your research, like I have not finished my research, which the mana chamber or the mana awakening, I don't know yet if you can max out mana awakening tree without having maxed out your regular advanced wonder battles, this particular research tree in academy. So I'm thinking, and we can go back and check once I finish this part of the video. And you see, I got a lot of research speeds, but it's the books, it's the tombs that really are the deciding factor in here. As you can see, that's almost 900 tombs just to, and there's 1,000 for that one. So I don't know if you can finish, and I wouldn't think that you could complete mana awakening without having done all of the other research trees in the academy. So as a result, you're really looking at a ton of tombs. And I know a lot of YouTube streamers, as far as lower mobile streamers, that have, you know, their research done. They've been saving tombs, and that's good, because now they're ready to use them. But the thing is going to be, okay, now how do I acquire? How do I accumulate? How do I get more mana ore and mana crystals, other than the daily accumulations that you get just for, you know, just for daily, the account daily. So That's kind of why I don't like it, because it's really a pay to play thing. So as much mana as people can buy, players who have money are going to be buying it, whereas players who are not pay to play, they are going to be scrambling and just going in circles to find, how do I get mana? And if you're, I mean, the truth of the matter is, even if you are not pay to play, you probably don't have your research complete anyway. Because how many years does it take? I mean, IGG has been here with Lords Mobile since 2016. And how many free-to-play players do not have their research maxed out before this update? And I'm pay to play, and I don't have my research maxed out because of the cost of tombs, the research tombs. So, are they called archaic tombs? I don't know if they're. I think that's what they're called, right? But as you can see, there's the mana ore that I have. I got 15k times 9, and as you can see, that is insignificant, inconsequential. It is like frivolous. It's such a small amount. It's insignificant in order to complete what needs to be completed. So as you can see, that's 10k for that, to upgrade that. It's not a lot of books yet, but once you start getting that stuff, you start going further down that tree, which we'll take another peek at once we finish this video. We'll take another peek. So like I said, now it's about going in here. That's garbage. You get some tombs there, but it's garbage. It's for a lot of money. So now you're looking, okay, how do I get this mana, or how can I get it? Because this don't have it right there. Tombs are there, which now you're looking, if you're like me, you're looking for tombs and you're looking for mana. So it's like, that is a big problem, guys. I mean, I can't tell you how big of a problem that is, because I still need tombs for just the regular research, you know. So and we got what, 246 diamonds, make that 47, and now we need more, you know. So you get 120 right there. That's not a lot of mana crystals. It really isn't. It's not a lot of money, but it's not a lot of, I mean, you're paying basically you get like 120 mana crystals for $3. So that's like $1. That's damn near $1, or less than $1 per mana crystal, guys. I mean, really, that's literally like crazy. $1? Well, $1 will buy you, say, this is $3. Let me see, $1 would get you like, I'm trying to calculate that. You get 120 for 3. So you basically paying 40 per dollar. 40 mana crystals per dollar. Yeah. 40 mana crystals per dollar, guys. That's really, I mean, you get mana ore too. So, and overall, at best, you're getting what? At best, you know, for $1, you're getting what? 10k mana ores. Which, as you can see, your mana ores, 17k or whatever makes one mana crystal. So it's not making a lot. Your mana ore is not refining a whole lot of mana crystals. As we saw in the beginning of the video, we'd have to refer back to that to kind of see what I'm saying. And you can see clearly what you're using. I'm using, just to upgrade this to the next one, I'm using 50 mana crystals and 11k mana orbs just to go to another level. And not really another level, but another meter to go or progress to the next level. Because you got 5 meters there, you got 5 slots there that you got to complete, and each of them are staying the same as I'm knowing, because it's 50 right now and it's 11k, 11 point something. So we're gonna pause here. We're gonna grab some mana orange, mana crystals. So there you see it right there. We'll pause and grab that. And grab those. One there. There's $1. You get 15k times 3, and you get 40 mana crystals for $1. 40 mana crystals for $1. And how many mana crystals will it take to complete this tree? Millions. Literally millions, guys. Millions. So yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be a pay-to-play thing. It's not a free-to-play thing. It's not even close. It's not a free-to-play update at all, guys. So it's worse than I thought it was. So let's grab that one too. So let's see what kind of mana ores and mana crystals we got now. There's 120 of them there. There's 15k times 9. Get a few speed ups. And then let's look at the refinement now. How much we got? So we got like 400k mana ores now. It's not a lot though. Remember, 17k or whatever makes one or whatever mana crystal. That's ridiculous. I mean, you guys saw the video. If you just go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see how many mana ores it takes to make a mana crystal, or 1 or 2 or 3 mana crystals. It says it's supposed to give you a random amount of mana crystals when you refine them, but I believe I only saw like maybe getting 1, maybe 3 per refinement. That's what I think I saw. So yeah. What's up, Dan? It's my guy. My guy Dan up there in Ukraine. Hope he's safe. Hope things are going great for him. It's a new year. He's a good dude. He's really cool. We met each other on YouTube. He joined the guild. Of course, at that time I had my own guild, and we've been kicking it and hanging out and being buddies since. He's a good dude. He's a real cool dude. So shout out to you, Dan, and I hope you're safe, bro. And appreciate you, man. So what I do see, guys, this is going to be a pay-to-play thing. It's going to be people are going to complete that and get that extra 12% troop. They're going to get that extra 12% troop power for each troop type. And I'm wondering, because I don't know, once you reach that level 6 of troop power, you'll have to do the same level 6 for the other troop type. You know, for just infantry, 12% for infantry, 12% for range, 12% power for cavalry. So I don't know yet what you have to do to increase it there. So there's a special that they got out you get 700 crystal mana crystals for $10, and then you get 15k times 50. That equals out to what? $10. 70 instead of getting the regular $44. You get 70 crystals, mana crystals. 70 instead of 40, almost twice as much basically for your dollar. So pay-to-play players are going to snatch stuff like that every time IGG brings out any type of mana packs. Whereas free-to-play players will have to start looking for events and special events and certain things like that IGG brings out to kind of throw them, small amounts of mana to just, give them some hope. But like I said, if to make buildings, you're using mana crystal, you're using mana ore, and you're using tombs for your research. So for buildings, you're using mana ore, you're using mana crystals. For the research, you're using mana ore, you're using tombs. So overall, you're going to be using, as a floating building, overall you're going to be using mana ore in huge amounts. So much of it. So as you can see, just for updating one building, I think I've used over 2,000, maybe 3,000. Just to get level 1, I've used like 3,000 mana crystals, or mana crystals. And that's just for level 1. So I mean, you could speculate that, say if this cost 5,000 mana crystals per building, or maybe 3,000 or 4,000 per building. So you're looking at what you got, like 10 different buildings. You got your manors, you got your infirmaries, you got your castle, your academy, your barrack. I mean, you got all of these buildings that are going to cost about 5,000 plus to upgrade. So as you see, I did upgrade. I go ahead and get that to mythic, guys, to go for my cavalry set. Get rid of one of those drums, and makes my cavalry a little bit better. So the stats are way past 1,000 now for cavalry, and that's cool. I wanted to get that out of the way. I think one more ring will be the last update that I do, and then as far as gear, and then that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go in game right quick again and let you guys kind of get a good look again at that there. So let me pause here. So I wanted to kind of go here and look at if you actually would have to in order to, in the manner where, here's where I wanted it. Will you have to complete academy to level 6? So there are 6 levels. So that's got to be a 6. Right now it's not showing. I'm not seeing if you actually have to seeing what they're talking about. So what I'm saying is, I can't really determine if you have to complete Man of Steel Boom, Man of Steel. 15K for that. 16K for that. It's not a ridiculous amount of tombs. They do accumulate though, as far as over and over again using them. So it's not a lot of tombs you have to use for that. 23K. 23K there. That takes 23K there. But 16K here. I don't get that. That doesn't make sense, does it? As you go down the tree or advance, you would think that it costs more. You think it costs more mana ore. 23K. Daily mana crystal refinement limits. So 5. So that one costs quite a bit of mana ore for that one. Bigger infirmary. You can get your infirmary bigger. 7%. Infirmary capacity boost. 11K. And then mana storage can increase 10%. The mana ore storage. 13K. So this mana crystal breakthrough is the highest. It's not telling me it's not telling me or saying to me that you have to necessarily complete the other research branches or trees in order to to do this increase. I guess I'll know when I get there, right? I'll know when I get there if it will allow you to completely upgrade Mana Awakening without having done the rest of the research, completed it. So I will know when we get there, because some of it will send you back to, well, I look at it like this here. It's saying it's requiring that your buildings have to be level 25. It's not saying that necessarily like with the academy that everything in there has to be complete. It just has to be to a level 25. Like I can upgrade I can upgrade this to level to the 6 levels. I'll figure out when I get there. I'll figure that out when I get there, guys. But as far as the troops are concerned, like once you do all your buildings, Mana Awakening. Once you do all of your buildings, do you have to, what do you use to make this level up? Mana Chamber has to be leveled up. I get that. I guess it's going to probably just be a matter of having the mana ore or the mana crystals and then just upgrading it, leveling it up like you do the buildings. You know, I guess that's what it's just going to be. I haven't seen any videos yet on people doing it, so I don't know. So yeah. Oh, damn there, guys. I think he has another account too, guys, but that's one of his accounts. 4 blessed, 654 levels. Got the tree to gold. I don't even have my hero like that to gold. Anyway, guys, so that's the video there. That's what I know about it. I'm always the last man on the information board about it. But there you have it, guys. And like I said, it's going to be a pay-to-play thing because players are really going to be looking for ways to get mana There's another pack there. People are going to be looking for ways to get this to upgrade. So IG is going to make a lot of sales when it comes to this mana crystal thing here. And there you are spending $5 to get 70 mana crystals. You could spend 10 and get the same 70 bucks. So this is better than the other one because you get 70 per $5, where the other ones you're getting, no, you're getting 70 per dollar with the $10 one. 70 per dollar and not $5 per 70. So this is a worse one. Anyway though, Amanda Bundle. So in your special bundles here, I don't know if they have mana in here yet. We're looking for the purple, right? It's not in there. So IGG has done it again, guys. They have came out with a way to increase the sales. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. It's actually from Kansas City. I'm out.